What on earth is this? Do Martin, the board, not know that I'm leaving the club? As soon as I get this coaching course, I am leaving the club. If anything, this is disrespectful. Very disrespectful towards me. They should know of my intentions. They should know that I'm just using them for their money to get the coaching course, and then I'm leaving. I can't believe it. I'm walking away from a deal. Just walk away. Hello and welcome back to Around the Block, and welcome back to what hopefully is going to be the final episode that we have with Martin, which is quite sad, but it's an exciting time because we're moving on, we're moving upwards, we're getting a coaching course and hopefully a better job. So of course, if you're excited for that, please do drop a like on the video. I would massively appreciate it. And of course, if you're new around here, feel free to subscribe. It's just down there, a little button to press subscribe. Now, plenty of you guys in the comment section told me last time that now that the club have given me the coaching course, they pay for it. So if I leave the club, I'm still going to get it. And of course, I read those comments after I played literally all the games in this first half of the season. You were last here for the Sion game where we lost to Sion 3-1 on aggregate. And as you can see, I played an awful lot of games just to get through those 4 months of coaching courses to try and then get into this episode where we look for a new job. Turns out I didn't have to do that. I could have just left right up there. But it's what I did in the end. It's what I did. I won't go through all the results because it would take an awful long time to do that. But we only lost one game in all that. It was a 1-0 loss to Slovan Bratislava. Issue is, we did draw an awful lot of games. I think we drew more games than we won in the league, that is. We won a few cup games and stuff like that, but most of the league games have ended up drawing. So we are third in the table, which is a great place to be, but we are like best of the rest. Slovan Bratislava and Zelina are miles ahead. We are only touching distance of 3 teams below us, including Zlate, who we played today, and potentially should be our final game ever with Martin, which is pretty scary. But as one door closes with Martin, another door opens, not just in the game, but also another door in the channel, I'm going to call this, as a bit of a segue. It's a terrible segue when I think about it, but another door in the channel. It's a new month. New doors open. I'm digging myself deeper in this. Essentially, I've had an idea to have a little bit more community engagement and stuff like that. I'm going to set some weekly challenges for us all. So today is Monday. You've got until Sunday to finish the challenge off, essentially. If you succeed in the weekly challenges, I will upload a bonus video every Sunday, which might be another hot the top video, might be another experiment video, might be anything. But essentially, if you meet the challenges, you get an extra video a week, which I think is a pretty good trade-off. The first challenge this week is to get more people into the Discord. Now, if you know what Discord is a proprietary freeware VoIP application and digital distribution platform designed for video gaming communities that specialize in text, image, video, and audio communication between users in chat channels. Basically, it's just another place where we can all talk together as a bit of a community. Anyway, I've had this Discord for like 2 years, maybe quite a long time, and I've never ever advertised it. It's always been like a link in the description of videos, but I've never advertised it. So I'm sure plenty of you have seen it and just skipped over it, not knowing what it is. But essentially, I want to get more people into the Discord. We've got loads of channels talking about different sort of things. The general chat, I was trying to tell everyone how excited I was to download Tropico 6 and no one cared. But we talk about all sorts, and I want to get more of you guys involved in it. Currently, I believe there's 152 people in there, which I think is pretty impressive considering that I've never properly advertised it. But by the end of the week, I reckon we can double it. If we can double the number of people in there, if we can get that up to 300 people, that would be pretty impressive and have a really good, nice community feel in there. So if we can do that, 300 people in the Discord by the end of the week, you can have an extra video. To get into the server, link for it is down in the description. Go through there, make an account if not got one already. See you in there soon. Anyway, carrying on with today's episode, we're going to go into this Zlate game, and this, as I say, should be the last game for us with Martin. And then once that's all finished, we'll start looking for some more jobs. This is the team that I think is going to be able to do it for us on the final ever time with them, potentially. I mean, watch it now. We'll probably have to finish off the season with Martin or something like that because we won't get another job or something like that. But this is a team that I think we'll do. We've got Lesnovsky in goal with a backline of Tim, Pagac, Milaik and Gunnarsson. Sina and Nagy in the midfield with Bobsek, Andy and Brigand in the attacking midfield with Barbosa up front. Shitijel not playing because he is currently injured. Palevka's not playing because he's also injured as well. So 2 key players missing from a starting lineup. But I think this team should be able to get the job done. Right then, kickoff is upon us here today for the final time at Martin, which is rather sad thinking about it, but it's all good things must come to an end. It's time to move on. It's time to do something bigger and better and progress in our careers. I'm excited for it. It's going to be it's going to be good, I think. I'm going to miss the fans. I'm going to miss the players. I'm going to miss Rosenborg Stadium. Because, of course, we share a stadium with Rosenborg because our stadium is too small, apparently. So we've got to share a stadium with them. I'm going to miss the hour and a half round trip to get to the home stadium every now and again. I'm going to miss that. Most of all, I'm going to miss some of these players quite a lot. Some of these players that aren't going to be able to come with us, I'm going to miss them. I mean, we might try to bring players like Gunnarsson with us, but, he never quite... Depending on which club we go to, if Gunnarsson's not got a place at the club, then he's, unfortunately, not going to join us and things like that. We're going to try and bring some of the youngsters with us. I think Tyson Furman deserves a chance at a bigger club. He's played really well this season. He's got 7 goals this season, and so does Barbosa, but Barbosa started and played a lot more game time than Furman, so I think he deserves a shot at a bigger club. I think he could be quite a decent player in the future, Tyson. So, and of course, Shitty Jelly's always got to come with us and things like that. But if you watch my stream the other night, as Barbosa grabbed his 8th of the season, great to see that. If you watched my stream on Thursday, I stream every Tuesday and Thursday on Twitch at 7 PM. It's the transfer window with Arsenal. We tried to bring Shitty Gel into the club, and he refused a contract. He didn't want to sign any sort of contract with Arsenal, which I thought was very bizarre, but if he's still match fixing, he probably makes more money doing that, doesn't he, in Belarus than he would do with Arsenal. Half time though, 1-0 to us, which is absolutely fantastic. Hopefully we can progress from that. It would be really good to win our final game with Martin. That'd be fantastic. We'll take Barbosa off and bring Furman on. Chenko can come on for Andy as well. We'll confirm those subs. But the second half is flying by. This is the first highlight of the second half. And, we've nearly scored. Milik nearly getting himself on the score sheet there. It's been a very boring final game for us here. But sometimes that's all you want, really. A boring game and to get a nice win, to celebrate with the fans. I'll obviously walk around the pitch at the end of the game. I'll start my lap now, just clapping the fans as we go around the pitch. The brick walls behind the goals, I'll even clap the brick walls behind the goals. They think I'm clapping because it's the winter break, but no, I'm clapping because I'm leaving the club. Hopefully. I mean, I'm going to look like a bit of an idiot if we come back after winter break and I've not got a new job as Bobsec. Can't score a second goal there, but that should be that. Hopefully that is going to be that. Referee, blow your whistle. Let's not let them score right at the end of the game. Let's pick up all 3 points here to win one final game with Martin. There we go. You love to see it. Wow. Thank you, Martin. I'm going to miss saying Martin as well, obviously, because I don't know if it makes you laugh, but in my head, every single time, I have a little chuckle in my head, because obviously Martin in England is like a bloke's name rather than a team name. Not even that funny, but it just makes me laugh. Anyway, game's finished. It's time to move on now. Let's look at the job security and see what jobs are available. And there are a lot of jobs. Wow. A lot of jobs. Okay, let's work through this logically. We are a 2-star reputation manager now, so we should be a shoo-in for some of these jobs that are 2-star reputation. I think we could probably push it a little bit to 2.5 stars and things like that. So let's look for some 2.5-star jobs. There's 2 jobs here in Germany, but I know both these clubs aren't in East Germany, so we won't go for that. There's one in Ukraine, Olympic D, who are currently top of the Ukrainian First League, which is the 2nd division. Yeah, it's 2nd division. So if we get promotion, if we carry on the good form and get promotion, we could be in the Ukrainian Premier League with the big boys like Shakhtar and Kiev and Zoya. And that would be quite interesting, actually, going to Ukraine. A lot of money in there. It would mean dropping down to a lower league for a season. But if we get promotion, that would be great. Up to the 10th best league in all of Europe. I reckon that's worth applying for, Olympic D. We get £17,000 wage bill. Finances are only okay. And the club culture is to sign Ukrainian players. But I think we could do that. We've got a history of getting clubs promoted as well. And I think that helps us out massively. So we'll apply for that one first and foremost. A few more 2.5-star jobs. Olympia here in Slovenia. This looks like a good job to me. Olympia, I believe, they're a pretty standard team to get into European competition. They're one of the best teams in Slovenia. They've got 2.5-star reputation. They've got good training facilities. They've got good estimated value and finances. I reckon that's worth applying for as well, Olympia. Let's go for that one. Or the Puskas Academy in Hungary. Now that's a shout. That could be a very good club for us. They've got a really weird stadium as well. I'm not so sure about that stadium. Pancho Arena. Let's have a quick look at this on Google. Look at that for a stadium. I don't know how we can see that, but it's the architecture that's gone into that. And they've got really weird stands. But like the roof of it is like, what? I mean, look at that. That's what it looks like. They've gone to town on the stadium, but the stands are a little bit bizarre. There's not really much seating. And you can see behind the goal, it's really raised and stuff like that. And that's the outside of it, apparently. Well, I want to go to this club just for the stadium. So, Puskas, we are definitely applying for you. A lot of money per week as well. Secure finances. We'll apply for that and hopefully get that one. Oh, Red Star Belgrade is available, but that's just a bit of out of our reach at the moment. That's a bit too much, which is a bit frustrating, I've got to say. University Craiova, though, they are a very good club with a lot of history. Now, they're a 3-star club, and I don't think we're going to be getting 3-star jobs, but that is a team that in fact, hop to a top. It was nearly, I don't know, University Craiova to a top. It was nearly that. So I'm very interested in applying for that job. I don't think we'll get it yet, but since it's available, we'll apply for it. There's also this team, Piast in Poland. 7.7. They've got terrible facilities, though. So that means we'll have to buy players in. But we could always work on that a little bit, maybe. I might reluctantly apply for that one, although I'm not. Or what about Rakow? Rakow, they're 3-star. I think PS is a bit more reasonable. Let's apply for it, but I'm not so keen on that one because the facilities aren't so great. So I think we'll leave it there for now and see what happens when we get back from these jobs. So Olympia has been unsuccessful straight away. Okay, you hate to see that. Thanks a lot, lads. Oh, no, it's Olympic D. We applied for Olympia in Slovenia and they have rejected us straight away. We've got the Puskas Academy, Craiova, which will respond in the near future, and PS. So we've already had one job turned down. Thanks a lot, Olympia. Straight away, Olympic in Ukraine offering us a job. Okay, now we need to weigh this one up a little bit. They are favourites to go up and favourites to get promoted. Okay, now how much prize money do we get for winning the league? By looks of things, none. Okay, that's not good. Let's just have a quick look at, is it team detailed, finances. Can we see like sponsorship? We can see transfer spend, wage spend. We're looking for Olympic. Second, quite a lot. Okay. I want to see things. I'm sure you could see like sponsorship thing, couldn't you? I'm sure you could. It's here. Overview, sponsorship income. Olympic, we get only 350k. So we're not going to be rolling in the money at Olympic. That's something to consider. But they feel like I'm a good fit. So we'll attend this interview. Thanks for having the chance to talk to the club. Can you speak the language? Yes, I can do it very easily and very quickly. I've done it with Slovenia and Belarus very quickly. So relatively easy language to learn. I should be able to pick it up very quickly. With your team currently defying expectations in the league, are you perhaps looking to take advantage by moving whilst your stock is high? To be fair, it's a good valid point. It's a good valid point. And what I've said to you multiple times is I've done a good job there, but I also feel like I've taken them as far as they can go. We're not going to win the league. We're not going to get any further in Europe, I don't think. So, yeah, I do feel it's the right time for a new challenge. We'll say that to them. Why we felt it's acceptable to apply to a number of jobs. This is the annoying question. I'm not entirely sure there's a right answer to this one. Should we just say I feel that's acceptable when you consider how long I've been in management? We'll say that. That just seems like a bit of a null and void answer, maybe. I don't know. It's maybe not the best one. Can you explain why you appear to be in the running for a few jobs right now? That's the same question, isn't it? Okay. I'll just say I'm merely considering my options, although I'm not quite sure that's the best option to go for. I don't want to withdraw from the other ones yet. I don't want to withdraw from them. So I'll just say merely considering my options. You have previously been embroiled in media controversy, citing your inability to command support of your players. Oh, lads. That was years ago, probably. Well, it wasn't actually. Toth got angry with me every season. So actually, it probably was quite recent. For God's sake. I've learnt from it. The atmosphere will remain healthy if I was given the job. We'll say that. Try and placate him with that. We're challenging for the title. And despite being off the pace early on the season, why are you the right person for the job? I'm the right person for the job because I've got 2 promotions under my belt with teams that weren't necessarily expected to get promoted. Okay? I won't say I'd instantly be one of the most qualified managers in the league because as it stands right now, I don't actually have a coaching course still. I've got to wait a little while for that still. But I'm going to say I've got the passion, fight and spirit required to lead the team to the title. We'll say that. How do you feel about working with Director of Football? I'll say I'm more than happy to do that just to try and placate him a little bit. We understand the importance of backroom team. Do I want to bring anyone in? I don't want to make any changes, so not to spend money. So they want me to sign Ukrainian players, work within the wage budget, win the league, okay, and then become established Premier League team. Okay, that seems acceptable to me. We'll say that to them. If I'd expect you to gain promotion by winning the title, I can do that. I can do it. Transfer budget of £361,000. I'm going to say I'd work with a smaller one if needed because that might help a little bit. And again, with wage budget, I can work with a smaller one if you want me to, just so I can get some brownie points on that regard. No requests or anything like that. There's no coaching courses there. No coaching course. Okay, no requests. Right, that's the interview done. Let's just wait and see. Personally, I'm not so sure we're going to get that. I think the questions where they were asking about being involved or applying to other clubs, I think they'll turn me down based on that, I think. But it's good to know that 2.5-star clubs are instantly interested in me. That's something good, I think, going forward. Piast have come back, the team in Poland. They've said no, but they'd like to place on record that I would have been an acceptable fit for the club's realistic vision of the future, which, again, is a little bit underhand. If they say realistic, that kind of means that you're going to, I don't know, not be very good as a manager, maybe? Oh, wow. Okay, we did do enough. We did do enough. Olympic have come back. Olympic Donetsk have come back and said yes to us. Wow. That was really quick. Okay. Well, in that regard, let's delay it for 1 week. Okay, delay it for 1 week. They agree to delay. I just want to see if other clubs come back to us. If the Puskas Academy come back to us, I'd want to go there, I feel, because bigger budgets, more money to play with, and it's the Puskas Academy. Also, what a stadium as well. Kryver have come back and said no, we did expect that. They're the biggest team we applied for. We did expect that, I've got to say. I think most European leagues are now on winter break as well, so I don't think any sackings are going to go on. So that list of teams isn't going to get any bigger, I don't think. It's not like more clubs are suddenly going to appear. If we look at the job security, in fact, no, there's not so many clubs there anymore. But there's nothing else that's sort of jumping out at me too much. I feel like Olympic might be the one to go for. Job centre. We're just waiting on the Puskas Academy. Once we get rejected from that, I think that probably is time to go. It's been a week and we've still not quite heard back yet. I want to give it another week. 1 more week to see if they come back to us. Just delay it once more. They agree to delay. We are still in for that job, aren't we? Job centre. We're still in for it, applied for it, just not heard back yet. It'll be a really good job to get that one. Really good job to get. I mean, I'm more than happy. Oh, and they've come back and said, please have an interview with us. Puskas. Oh. So let's attend the interview then. Get straight into it. They're going to ask the same one about language. Yes, we can learn the language. Are you looking to take advantage of your managerial stock that's quite high right now? Again, yes, it's the right time for a new challenge. We're trying to answer this the exact same as the other one, I think. You're applying for a lot of jobs. I think it's acceptable considering how long you've been in management for. Do you agree your handling the media has been mediocre at best? That's a bit of a different one. I know I can do better, but I need the opportunity to prove it to you. We'll say that. We'll prove it to you that I can be better with the media. We'll say that. You've previously been embroiled in controversies with inability to command your squad. Again, we say the same thing. We can keep it healthy at the club there, things like that. Taking everything into account, the club is probably overachieving to a degree. Could you keep that going? Of course I can. It's what I do. I've almost made a career out of pushing players beyond all expectations. I can keep the good times going. I'll say that to them. That should be quite good. Director of football, I can work with it. It's absolutely fine. No backroom changes. That looks good to me. Develop players in the club's youth system. That's what they want to do. Sign players in the age of 23. That's me down to an absolute T. Work in the wage budget. Avoid relegation. Reach the cup semi-final. That seems to be a bit against each other. But okay, we can try that and challenge for the title. Are we in the second division? Hungarian first division. Is there one below? Oh, there's not one above it. So, okay, all of a sudden they want us to avoid relegation and then challenge for it like 2 seasons later on. It's fine by me. We'll say that. It seems perfectly acceptable to me. We'll say that. Do you think, if Hardy expected to get mid-table, could you do better than that? Top half. We get top half. We'll say that. Transfer budget is a lot. I can work with a smaller budget. Wage budget's a lot. I can work with a smaller one. No requests. End of the interview. Okay. Please come back to us, Puskas. Please. Please. I'd love to work. I mean, I'm not quite sure how much Ferenc Puskas had anything to do with that club. I don't know if he founded it or what. I'm not entirely sure. I'm sure people in the comment section will be able to tell me. But that's exciting. It would be a great Christmas present as well. A great Christmas present. If they get back to us on the 25th of December and say, Tom, the job's yours. That would be beautiful. Now the NAFTAN board are getting in there. They want to extend my contract. Now the Martin board are getting in there. They want to extend my contract. It's not happening. It's not happening. I tell you what, lads. I tell you what. No news yet. No news yet. So you're going to find out which club we go for tomorrow. I've got to leave you wanting more. I've got to leave you wanting more. So there we go. You'll find out tomorrow if Puskas make a bid for us or make an offer for us. If not, we're going to Olympia. If they do offer, we've got a very difficult choice on our hands. So that's all I've got to say on the matter. Thank you ever so much for watching today's video. I massively appreciate it. Make sure you do drop a like for me, subscribe to the channel, and remember the weekly challenge. Get yourselves on my Discord. I would love to see you there. I want 300 people there by the end of the week. If we get that, a bonus episode for you lots. All right then, until next time, I will see you around. Have a good one. Goodbye.